Hey everybody, welcome to Ongaku Concept, your weekly dose of anime and game music theory. Today, I'm going to show you how to count.
Ongaku Concept.
So this is a problem that I run into more often than I ought to, I think. And it's a problem where you have people who are trying to transcribe a melody or what have you, and they get down to it, and they know the notes, right? They've got the notes down, they can play it or they can sing it or whatever, but they can't figure out the timing. And it's weird because they can play it in time, but they can't write it down. And it's not a matter of understanding how to read it. It's not a matter of understanding what the notes are on a staff or the rhythmic values. And if you don't understand those things, it's really easy to learn. Go to musictheory.net. They have super clear lessons on that stuff. I'll link in the description. But it's not a problem about understanding how to read it. It's not a problem about understanding that. It's just connecting what you hear and how to write it down, because it's not quite as easy as it may seem at first glance. At least for a lot of people, that's really the way it seems to be. And so I have a simple solution for that problem if you are struggling with it. That is to count in eighth notes consistently. Count in eighth notes consistently, and it will solve all your problems. Because all you have to do is take a melody. And so say you're in common time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Start counting in eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever you want to do. And add them up as needed. So you have a melody here. So we're in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, da, da. Something like that, right? So that first note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, da. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 eighth notes, right? So 3 eighth notes added together, that's a dotted quarter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's another one, that's another dotted quarter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's a quarter note there, right? 2 eighth notes is equal to a quarter note. And grammatically, you wouldn't always write it out this way. I would prefer that you split the second dotted quarter up into an eighth note tied to a quarter note, but that's not important. The idea is that if you count in eighth notes, most melodies are written with note values of an eighth note or larger, so you should be able to take an eighth note as your kind of smallest base and then use it, add up however many eighth notes a note extends for, and you should have any note duration you want. If you run into something shorter than an eighth note, or a note that cuts off in between eighth notes, you're probably looking at a 16th value or something based on a 16th note, so start counting in that. Otherwise, you have triplets or other things like that, and those are kind of things that you gotta learn to listen for. But yeah, count in eighth notes, count in 16th notes if you have to, but eighth notes should solve your problems. So there you go. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments or email me at ongakuconcept@gmail.com. If you want to discuss this with other fans of game music theory, I recommend checking out the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/ongakuconceptvgm. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.